Hey everyone, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. I am dealing with some sickness. It's a mixture between sleeping in an air-conditioned apartment and then standing in line in the heat, 110-degree heat, day after day, trying to get these MAFEX figures. So I'm dealing with a little bit of a cold. We're getting a typhoon today, which doesn't help with the barometer kind of jumping around. So I forgot to turn the air conditioner on in here. I'm going to have to do it at some point during this stream because it's very humid here. But thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate it. I'm not going to waste too much time because, again, my throat is not so great. So I'm going to bring in Jason. Jason, good morning.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Almost good
And
evening.
yeah.
I've lost track now. New job is taking it to me.
It's killing you? Yeah. Okay.
Happy almost Spider-Man Day. Looking forward to talking about one of my favorites.
Yeah, man. So Spider-Man, I think for a lot of us is our favorite. I understand people like Batman. I understand people like Superman, Wolverine. But, I was a Spider-Man kid. Spider-Man was my guy. And, August 1st is Spider-Man Day. It's August 1st here. So it is Spider-Man Day here. But I'm not going to have any time to do a stream tonight my time or tomorrow my time. So we had to do it a little bit early. So with that being said, like I said, my throat is not the best. It hurts when I'm talking. I got phlegm all built up. Sorry for that mental image. But I do want to say that we got a lot on the plate today. We're going to talk about Spider-Man, our favorite characters, our favorite villains, our favorite storylines, our favorite artists, that sort of thing. So we'll just kind of talk about it and, maybe share some interesting stuff. We're doing the Homelander waffle today. We're doing the Scarlet Spider 2.0 waffle today. And we're doing a couple of live waffles like we did last time. Now, last time, for those of you who weren't here, and I'm sure I'll have to repeat this as more people join in, but there were 3 tiers, and there's 3 tiers today. So tier 1, there's a number. So there's a monetary number. And when we hit that number, the waffle closes. I take all the names of the people who threw money in, and then I put you on a wheel and we spin. And whoever donated money, your name is on the wheel and you have an opportunity to win the figure. So tier 1 today is going to be this amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech. This is the black version. This was the store exclusive that not a lot of people were able to get. A lot of people got the red one, but not a lot of people got the black one. And this one, it's not cheap on the aftermarket. You can find some from China, but they're obviously bootlegs, so you don't really want to get those.
Not good bootlegs either.
Not good bootlegs. So this is the real deal. I'm gonna put that up. I ended up getting the red one and the black one. I didn't really want them. I just got them. I was in my experimental phase with Amazing Yamaguchi, so I was kind of buying things. And the red one is enough for me. I got them right here. This one was enough for me. I don't particularly need 2 of the same character clogging up my very limited shelving. So I never opened them, and I was kind of saving them for another time, and I guess this is the time. So we're gonna do that. And unlike last time, we're gonna do the buy-in for the waffle differently. So last time we did it with super chats, and we did it with memberships. People could buy memberships for people or buy super chats. I don't want to do that this time. Let me turn my camera on, my light on. I don't want to do that this time because for those of you who know, YouTube takes 30%. Right off the top, they take 30% of everything, which sucks, obviously, because then I have to put the money higher, which means we need more people to join because I'm losing 30%. So with this one, I'm just going to put my PayPal up, and people can send in, through my PayPal. Most of the people I think who are here have done PayPal with me for the waffles or for things like that. So you should already have my PayPal info, and you should know how it works. So we'll just do it that way. Just like before, it'll be the same sort of thing. One spot is $10. And if you do $50, you get 8 spots. Okay, so you can do 10, you get 1, you can do 20, you get 2 spots, 30, you get 3 spots. But if you do 50, you get 8 spots. So just so you know. So we'll do that. That's tier 1. Tier 2, I don't have one of the figures with me. One of the figures, it's 2 figures. One of the figures is the Tamashii Nation's Tokyo store exclusive Spider-Man. So this is a Spider-Man SHF figure that's only available in the store. And for those of you who know, when you buy something in the store, you can only buy one because they take a photo of you. And I've tried to cheat it before. I've worn disguises. I've worn a mask. I've worn a hat. And they're like, no, you bought this before. So when you buy a store exclusive, you can only buy one. There's no going back another time. There's no going back weeks later. Your name is in the system, and it's AI, and it will say, no, you bought it. You bought it this day. So when you buy a store exclusive, you're only physically able to buy one. If someone buys it for you, another one, that's different. But you can only buy one of that particular figure. So I have one of the store exclusive Spider-Mans.
That's awesome.
Says, I gotta send my wife in there. My wife would never do that for me.
My wife would, but I would never hear of the end of that story.
Oh, my wife wouldn't do it. I would never hear the end of asking her to do it, but she would never do it.
I did forget I have him on the shelf.
Okay, so you got him. Good for you.
Steelers colors.
Yeah.
That was my logic for getting it.
So that's figure 1 for tier 2. And so tier 2 has 2 figures. The second figure is the very sought after Figuarts Japanese Spider-Man. This is the Toei Spider-Man. So tier 2 will be 2 figures. And then tier 3, people who do tier 1 will be in tier 1 and tier 3. People who do tier 2 will be in tier 2 and tier 3. But then we still have to meet the monetary number for tier 3. But tier 3 is the Scarlet Spider-Man 2.0 from the event. So if you want an opportunity to get it, today is a chance for you to get it where you don't have to pay, the $100 plus that this thing is going to command. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that from the get-go, from the beginning. I guess we'll start. Before we do anything, let's start off with the Homelander waffle, because we have 2 waffle spins that we have to do today. We'll start off with the Homelander one. So let me share my screen, and then we'll spin that. So let me hide the names. Okay, so as before, it's 1 spin, 1 winner. This is the paid waffle for the Homelander. This was $5 a spot. We closed that waffle yesterday. The Homelander, for me, this figure was the best of the 3 at the event. I absolutely love this guy. Let me expand my screen. Hold on, guys. This guy is so great. The look on him is awesome. Again, for the 3 figures at the event, the Homelander for me was the one that stood out the most. So we're going to spin this. The person who is picked, you are the winner. And I'm not going to reach out to you. I'm tired of reaching out to people. watch the videos. If you're throwing money in for the Waffles, watch the videos so you know that you won.
You shouldn't have to fight that hard to get
yeah. So all right, here we go. All right, good luck to everyone. Get my mouse over here. All right, here we go. David Superfan. David Superfan, you are the winner. Congratulations, man. That's a great win. That's a great figure. Very good.
That one head sculpt is one of my favorite things.
It's great. It's great. All right, so let's get into some Spider-Man talk. Question 1 for the group. What is your top Spider-Man story? So Spider-Man's had numerous stories over the years. For me, the death of Gwen Stacy is my favorite story because it's a 2-story arc for me that culminates with the death of Spider-Man's, well, it starts off with the death of Spider-Man's first love, Gwen Stacy. And I'm not a big fan of how Marvel has brought her back over the years. I think I like my comics based a little bit in realism with the stories. I don't like characters coming back from the dead numerous times. I'm not a big fan of multiverses and so on. So when I was collecting comics back when I was a teenager, I made sure to get the death of Gwen Stacy because it was such a huge event in Spider-Man's life. And then it culminates with his arch nemesis, the Green Goblin, being killed because the Green Goblin basically killed Gwen Stacy. So we have the death of Gwen Stacy in, what is it, issue 121, maybe? And then 122 is the death of the Green Goblin. So for me, that 2-story arc, I don't think it can be topped. I think in terms of, weight, that is the most impactful Spider-Man 1-2 punch ever. So for me, that is my favorite Spider-Man story. Before I moved to Japan, I used to read it about once a year because I have, like I said, I have the comics. So I used to read it about once a year. It's just a great story. It's really, really good. So let's pass the mic over to Jason. Jason, your favorite Spider-Man story?
That is, of course, the one I was going to pick.
Okay, well, that's cool. Why is that your top story?
Because it meant something, Death of Gwen. It was, most superhero stories are everything works out fine in the end. But man, that was a shocker. It was emotional to watch. So it wasn't just the usual fist fight and quips and everybody walks away at the end. So man, it had impact to it. If I had to pick a second, I'd probably go with I started off more as a DC fanboy, especially with Batman and all that. But I got back into Spider-Man more with the Secret Wars, where they introduced the black suit. I actually had that whole comic run for a while back there before I unloaded it. But that was a lot of fun, especially with the new suit and leading up to Venom. But nothing beats Gwen Stacy. I can't think of another comic book outside of an origin story that really did it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that really is, I gotta agree. That's the one.
Okay. I mean, great minds think alike, right? Like,
yeah.
So let's get into the group. Let's see what people have. So Vicious Soldier says Superior Spider-Man. Okay, why? Let us know why. Why is that yours? Richard says the start of the Michael Straczynski's Amazing Spider-Man run was dope when Morlun was first introduced. Again, these are comics after I moved here. I haven't read a new Spider-Man comic in almost 20 years, unfortunately. So, you know, I'm still reading the old ones and rereading them and so on. So anything new, like, you know, like this one, Amazing Spider-Man 500, I think I bowed out at 400. That's probably the last time that I even picked up a Spider-Man comic, was maybe like around 400. But the art, okay, the multiverse hopping, capping off with Strange gifting Pete a conversation with Uncle Ben. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. That sounds pretty cool. I'll have to check that comic out. Cool. Giggity, Space One McDysentery. That's a pretty cool name. Okay, McGiddy. All right. Your favorite is the introduction of Venom. All right. Question. Venom's first appearance. This is a controversial issue. Was it Spider-Man 298, 299, or 300?
I don't know my numbers well enough to call it.
So 298, we see like in the last panels, we see like a hint of Venom. And the same thing is in 299, like the last panels. But then 300, we see the character, you know, fully fleshed out. This is the character, and so on and so forth. So we get a tease in 98, we get a tease in 99, but 300 is the first story. I'm of the belief that the first time we actually physically see it, that's the first appearance. But a lot of people seem to think otherwise. So I think 298. Jukebox Hero, what do you think? Is it 298, 299, 300? What do you think? The Black Symbiote arc is very well. Okay, so that would be what, starting in like Secret Wars?
See, I think Secret Wars was the starter.
Yeah, I have that comic over here. My Secret Wars, when Spidey gets the suit, you know, great pose.
I used to have that one. It sold for a lot.
Oh yeah? You sold it?
I sold the collection off a long time back, but
okay, that's too bad.
You know, they were sitting in a closet for a very long time, so I mean,
yeah, I don't really want to sell my stuff off. I don't like selling my stuff off. Extra stuff I sell off, but my stuff I don't like to sell off. Like, I have an emotional attachment to everything.
I'll tell you offline the reason I felt need to clean house a lot. But...
Okay. You're a playboy. I know. You got to pay for the ladies. I know.
Okay. You weren't supposed to tell anybody about that.
So Spider-Man
my
Blue.
wife didn't burst in like the Kool-Aid man.
She's waiting for the stream to end. Spider-Man Blue is great. Deals with the aftermath of Gwen Stacy's death. Okay. The original Black Suit story arc. Okay. I guess a lot of people like that. So Kraven's Last Hunt is my runner-up. I would say that is number 2, and probably number 3 would be the drug issue, where they took the risk of not getting the comic code approval before they put it out to print. So that was that was a big issue, dealing with drug abuse that comics just weren't doing. And they took a big risk, back in the day, not getting that comic code seal of approval on the comic book for releasing it. So Kraven's Last Hunt is awesome. It's great. It's disappointing that it ended with Kraven's suicide. Spoiler alert.
I think enough time passed.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't read comics anymore, but do comics do that anymore? Do they like have characters, unalive themselves? Is that something that they still do?
The fact that you said unalive means probably not.
Yeah. I mean, I already said the word. I'll probably get demonetized for it, but that's just the way it is. But that's a great storyline. It's a great storyline. And I wish MAFEX would tackle that storyline. Like I want a Craven.
Yes.
More than I want any Spider-Man villain except for Doc Ock and Green Goblin. Like, I want a Craven. I have the Marvel Legends Craven just because, you know, I love Craven. Craven's great.
I just take the whole Sinister Six.
I'm not being greedy. I'll just take them all.
Yeah, he's included there. Close enough.
He is.
But that would be a timely and amazing figure to get.
Okay. So the black symbiote story. Okay. So another vote for Spider-Man 500. Okay. Back in Black. All right. So as a kid, you love Ben Reilly. All right. So let me say, Ben Reilly was around the time, like the whole Clone Saga. I was like, I'm out of this. Like, for me, I didn't like how everything was changing up to a degree where I'm questioning who is the real Peter Parker, and, you know, his history. Is it real? Do I have to look at it now in a different way? I'm all for stories making you look at things in a different light, but not when I'm questioning who is the main character. Like, that's not really for me. I can't get into that. But I understand that people love Ben Reilly. I get it. You know, that I did read the storyline. I still have all those comics, but for me, that was kind of like the first time I was really sort of saying, like, this isn't for me. I'm not really a fan of this. So, you remember that storyline, Jason?
Yeah, it was fun, but like you said, it's a lot of different leads.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Back in Black.
I think I love the characters more than I like the story itself.
Yeah. I mean, the characters are great, but the way that they made the story run, right? It's like,
it's a little hinky.
yeah. I like the Clone Saga pretty much just because that's what gave us the Scarlet Spider. Spider-Man, the animated series, was what I grew up on. I think Jason and I probably both grew up on the same two Spider-Man media. First being the animated Spider-Man from 67.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was still showing in the 70s. They didn't really have anything
up
until Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, which I think was the late 70s. They didn't have anything else. And then the Nicholas Hammond. Nicholas Hammond is my Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's my Spider-Man.
I'll also throw it. Actually, my first experience might have been, and this will date me as usual, but the Electric Company. If you, I don't know if you had that out your way.
I remember the Electric Company.
Yeah. It was just such an odd thing. It was a kid show, and it was a little, you know, really kid-like. And then all of a sudden, there was Spider-Man.
Yeah, here you go.
And I think Samuel L. Jackson as well was on that show.
Was he?
I think so, yeah.
Well, okay.
Very early.
Clone Saga, Sensational Spider-Man. Love the suit. Okay. Tori, is this $20.99? Or are we saying, oh, we're talking about the Venom? Okay. Venom. So $2.99. $2.99. Okay. I thought we were talking about our favorite like stories. Richard says, yeah, One More Day was an editorial decision to end their marriage. A dumb one. Agreed. Yeah, like Peter's marriage to MJ, that one fizzling. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with these comics? Like, you know, come on.
Yeah, I had it backwards. It wasn't Samuel L. Jackson. It was Morgan Freeman.
All right, I was gonna say I thought it was Morgan Freeman, but you know,
like, he's not old enough to be.
I mean, they're both pretty ancient at this point.
Yeah.
You see his face in $2.99 in the shadows. Yeah, so it's $2.99 technically. Okay, but what about his hand? Because it's his hand we see in $2.98, right? And we see the symbiote kind of overtake his arm, if memory serves. I mean, it's been a long time since I actually opened it, but does that not count? I don't know. Peter was out of the role, and Dr. Octopus tried to take over the role of both Peter and Spider-Man. The death of Uncle Ben changed Peter when he could have turned out like Doc Ock. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I like Doc Ock. I like his character. I like how they've kind of evolved it over the years. But, you know, for me, Venom was the bad guy. And when he turned into like an anti-hero, it kind of was, I don't know. You know, like Agent Venom, like, I don't know. I don't know if I can get behind this. I'm just kind of stuck in my old man ways, I think.
They did what they do a lot of times, which is character gets popular enough, so they have to kind of turn him into that anti-hero to keep him around.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Punisher is the original anti-hero, right?
Yeah, but
and I mean,
done right.
And yeah, and he did really well. And again, like when I was collecting comics in the late 80s, he was everywhere. Everybody loved the Punisher. The Punisher was the hottest thing since sliced bread. But
Yeah.
you know, everything that's hot eventually cools off, and you know, he's replaced with somebody else who's a little bit more edgy. Dang, Richard, you grew up in the 90s?
How's that make you feel?
Jason bought his 5th house in the 90s. Come on. Yeah, Craven's Last Hunt was great. Did Zek do the art? I can't remember.
Yeah.
That's interesting. What up? What up, Music Jones?
Yeah, I got that. It's been a long time.
Yeah, Aunt May marrying Dr. Octopus was pretty out there too. I mean, come on. That's crazy stuff. Stu says, I'm realizing there was not many Spidey only stories I read of Spider-Man. Mostly I only got Spidey titles. Okay, it's crossover stuff. Okay. Okay. Craven. Yeah, I mean, they never brought him back, did they? I mean, they brought Gwen back. Did they ever bring Craven back?
Everybody comes back sooner or later.
Jay Jonah. I want a MAFEX lizard. MAFEX lizard would be pretty nice.
I want a rhino.
Yep. I like the Mysterio character from the 60s comics. My connection to Craven, actually, I have the first appearance of Craven. I have that comic. So that's Amazing Spider-Man 15. That's the oldest comic I have. That is, like I said, the first appearance of Craven. And if memory serves, Craven and Mysterio are brothers. Am I right there? If memory serves, aren't they brothers in the comic?
I don't remember that.
Like, you know, I mean, you know, I don't think they grew up in the same house, but I think that they were related in that. Fact check me on that, people.
I'm doing
it. Maximum Carnage was a good run. First comic he actually finished.
Yeah, his half brother was the Chameleon.
The Chameleon. Damn it, the Chameleon. Why did I say Mysterio? It was the Chameleon. It was a Chameleon. Saying Peter was the clone was a ridiculous mistake that they just wound up undoing a few years later. Yeah, I was like, what? Osborn just trolling Parker from Beyond the Grave. Ridiculous. Yeah. Wow, the DVD of the 60s cartoon in high school. Did you ever buy old animation back in the day, Jason?
Oh yeah.
What did you buy?
Whatever I could find. I loved all of it. I some of it I didn't exactly buy, but
I mean, like back before like the internet.
Oh yeah, I mostly like. I tried to run down Speed Racer. That one's impossible to find. But yeah, I got a lot of old animation way back when. I'm trying to remember specifically what, but
I got the old run of Star Blazers.
Yeah.
And I got it from a guy who traded his Wolverine collection.
Ooh.
For the Star Blazers. I mean, that's the love there, right? Like Wolverine back in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
Shit. This dude was like, I don't care. Give me the Star Blazer cartoons. And then he made copies for me, and I was, I was happy.
That works.
Yeah.
That Speed Racer stuff's impossible to find. At least I still haven't had much luck. I'm talking about the original unedited ones before they.
Okay. Because I was going to say, when I was growing up, I always saw Speed Racer on TV. All the time.
Because the unedited one is very, very different than what they showed.
Yeah, it's very dark. It's very violent.
Yeah.
It's Japanese animation, man. Like, you come here and you're like, oh, the people are nice. It's cool. It's very pleasant. But, when they close the door and they lock it, there's some dark shit going on.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I love that. I tracked down like all the Schoolhouse Rock stuff I had, Scooby-Doo, all that stuff.
My friend back in the day, he used to run home from school to videotape every episode of the Brady Bunch.
Wow.
He was a Brady Bunch guy.
That was like taping songs off the radio, and now you feel silly, Dad. You'd sit there just waiting.
Yeah. Carlos, what's going on, man? Jukebox Hero, telling you it was Morgan.
Winner.
It was Morgan.
I know that half our people out there are going, tape? What's tape?
Yeah. The Clone Wars, I guess we can call it that, wasn't the best story, but it gave us Ben Reilly. Yeah, I mean, there's a silver lining to anything, but the story arc, it was just like, what are they doing here? I think it was back in the day where comics were just at the pinnacle of its success, and everybody had to one up everyone else, and they were running out of storylines, and let's throw the entire fandom into hysteria, and let's do this thing and say that Peter Parker is not Spider-Man, and we were wrong for the last 30 years. So Venom was just too popular. Yeah, they started shoving him down everyone's throats. Absolutely. McFarlane Lizard style. Yes, definitely. So Chameleon, yeah, it was Chameleon. Yeah, thank you very much, man. So the current run is excellent. Okay, I'll have to check it out. I've been tempted to subscribe to that Marvel Unlimited. Does anybody subscribe to that, where you can access the comics, both new and old? Does anybody do that?
I thought about that, but I haven't done it. I think it's a bit limited, so it's not like you can get everything.
That's what I heard. I mean, you can find PDFs of just about every comic in the world online.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, like Ryan is buying, these omnibuses and these, massive volumes of storylines, and I'm like, it would be great to have the book, but I don't have space, and I can just, check out the PDFs online. I mean, it's different than holding a book. I understand that, but
I used to think that way, and then I got all the space in my office back to put up other stuff, and I was pretty okay with.
Shut up, Jason! Rubbing it in people's faces.
No.
So
I had shelves full of books, and now it's figures.
I wish I had space for anything. You heard that Ultimate Spidey run is ending at 24. Oh man, then I better not even get into it. Why waste my time? I love the black suit. Its storyline is typically better, and everything that followed the comics, like how the Amazing Spider-Man made it so the suit amplifies Pete's negative behaviors. Yes, that was great. And it's really cool that, if I'm remembering the backstory, they had a kid, I don't know if it was a teenager or what, but he wrote into like Marvel, and he was like, yeah, I think you guys should switch up Spider-Man and give him a black suit and blah, 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 blah. And I think he even thought of like the suit being an alien. I can't even remember. But Marvel reached back out to him and was like, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's talk about it more. And they went with it. And that's where the black suit came from. The fact that it originated with a fan reaching out and being like, what do you guys think about this? I think that was a pretty cool story.
That was cool. I'm
Yeah,
sure
I mean,
Marvel compensated him
they
appropriately.
did compensate him. They did give him money. Yeah. I mean, not a
Cool.
lot,
Right.
not a lot, but you know, this is back in the 80s, right? Like, you know, this is why we can't watch 80s TV shows on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, because they were just grabbing things and throwing it into their own IP. And it's like, well, these days you have to pay licensing fees.
Yeah. It was the Wild West back then.
Yeah. All right. KJ is here. What up, KJ?
One day KJ is going to join us.
All right. Here's another vote for the Ultimate Run. I'm going to have to get into that. Definitely. 90s anime had some listen, all anime from Japan was pretty dark going back to like the beginning. It's pretty dark stuff. It's great stuff, but it's dark. You have all the 94 Toy Biz Spider-Man figures from the animated series still unopened.
Wow.
Man, craziness. Free them from those prisons. All right. We've gotten a lot in. Let's go to our next Spider-Man question. Who is your favorite Spider-Man artist? Let's have Jason start this discussion.
Oh, let me
give a little background. Who's your favorite Spider-Man artist? I know most people who are they're going to say, and this is probably the same for me.
McFarlane?
McFarlane. McFarlane's probably the top answer for everybody. Who's your number two?
I am blanking.
All right. So
McFarlane would certainly be my first choice.
For me, it's McFarlane, followed, and Richard beat me to the punch. Romita.
Yeah.
Love Romita. Ramos, okay. Okay. Bagley. See, Bagley, I liked Bagley, but Bagley had these weird proportions to me. He was very kind of langly, weird. I don't know. I couldn't ever really get into Bagley. I don't know.
McFarlane's webbing. I mean, it's just, say what you will about the guy nowadays, but he drew some great Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he changed the industry.
Yes.
Ditko. Ditko's got some great stuff. Yeah. Ditko. When did you're the man on the keyboard. When did Ditko's run on the line on the series end? When was the last Ditko?
'66.
Issue 66. Wow.
No, 1966.
1966. What issue?
38. Amazing Spider-Man 38.
I was gonna say 66 is a long run, but okay. And who took over from there? Was it Romita?
I think so.
Romita Senior is my guy. Romita Senior. Yeah. Not Junior.
Mm-hmm.
Senior. Yeah, Senior's my guy.
Yeah, it was Senior.
Yeah. And he had the longest run, right?
Yes. He also designed the iconic look of Mary Jane.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's McFarlane, I think, for almost everybody. But then, you know, if McFarlane's your number one, then who's your number two? That's really the main question. But yeah, Bagley just didn't do it for me. Romita Jr., okay. I mean, I like his stuff, but you know, Romita was it for me. I mean, you know, he's up in the corner, right? Like in the thing. He's my guy. What up, Mark? Mark, you're a little bit late. You're a little bit late coming in.
Mark's always first.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He's usually first. He's almost an hour late for this thing. You know? Wow, man, super chat. Thank you very much. The G 150 host. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know, let me talk about the community. You know, we have a lot of stuff going on right now with MAFEX, and I'm going to address it towards the end of the stream, the figures and such. But remember, in this stream, we just did the waffle for the Homelander. We're doing a waffle for the Scarlet Spider 2.0, and we are about to start the first live waffle, the first tier, in a few minutes, and that will be the amazing Yamaguchi black iron spider. So if anybody's in need of that, again, if you throw into tier 1, you're going to qualify for tier 1 and tier 3. Tier 3 is the Scarlet Spider 2.0. So you're getting basically the same, you know, you're thrown in once and you're getting opportunity to win 2 different figures, which is, I think, more than fair. So I'll put the information up in just a minute, just after we get out of this this topic. Thank you for asking. Appreciate it. But who's your favorite Spider-Man artist? Eric. Who's your favorite Spider-Man artist, man? Come on. Who's your favorite? Let's go. We'll talk about that other stuff in a minute. This is Spider-Man. Let's celebrate Spider-Man. Who's your favorite Spider-Man artist? And if it's McFarlane, give me your number 2 as well. Who is it? Music Jones, I'm gonna throw you out of here, man. Or does nobody read the comics? Does nobody have a favorite artist? Did we get through it that quick?
We might have.
That would be a shame. All right. I guess we can talk about the tiers then.
Yeah.
All right.
You gotta figure not everyone got into them for comics so much as
no, that's true. That's true. Yeah. All right. So Bagley and then McFarlane. Blasphemy, Eric. Blasphemy. I'm going to have to revoke some things that I've offered you in the past. All right. So let's get down. Let me put the... All right. So this is for the waffle during the stream. Tier 1 is the amazing Yamaguchi Black Iron Spider. Tier 2 is the Tamashii Nation Store exclusive Spider-Man and the SH Figuarts Toei Spider-Man. If you throw in for tier 1, you have a spot for tier 1 and you have a spot for tier 3. If you throw in for tier 2, you have a spot for tier 2 and a spot for tier 3. For tier 1, we have to reach the monetary number. And then once we reach that, we'll end it and then we'll spin. I'll put everybody's name on the wheel and then we'll spin. And then we'll start tier 2. Tier 2 will go. From there, once we finish that, if we finish that, then we can move into tier 3 and I'll carry over the names, but we still have to meet the monetary goal for each one. Okay, because I don't want to go broke offering figures up for the community. I'm sorry, guys. I just did the members giveaway for channel members, and those figures cost me a pretty penny. So for this one, there's going to be, it's a waffle, so it's like a raffle. People will throw in, you'll get this level, and this level. Unlike last time, we are not doing it as YouTube donations because YouTube takes 30%. I don't like giving YouTube 30% for nothing. That's a huge chunk of money. And if it's 30%, I have to push the ceiling on the money higher in order for me to just break even. And that's kind of shitty. So I'm going to do it here. I'm going to do it using PayPal. I'll put my PayPal up in a moment for people to start throwing in for tier 1, and then so on and so forth. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. So the Toei Spider-Man is the Japanese SH Figuarts Spider-Man. Turn this off. You know, get the glare.
That's a cool figure.
It's an awesome figure. It's an awesome figure.
I was surprised you put that up here. That's that cool a figure.
Yeah. Everybody's been asking about that. Can you find it? Can you get it? Can you find it? Can you get it? I got it. So, you know, well, 30% manager fee. Yeah. It's ridiculous. I mean, you know, what are you doing? You're not doing anything. Like, come on. 10% is, I think, fair. 30% is outrageous. It really is. All right. So let me get some of this information out there. Give me a second. I have to edit this one. Give me a second. Okay, so if you throw in $10, you get one spot on the wheel. One spot on the wheel. If you throw in $50, you get 8 spots on the wheel. $50 gets you 8 spots. Increments of 10 get you 1 spot. So if you put in $40, you get 4 spots. But if you put in $50, you get 8 spots. Just to have an idea. So again, only people who donate have a chance to win. It's not open to everybody. It's only people who donate. People who join tier 2 are also in tier 3. People who join tier 2 are also in tier 3. Okay. So with that being said, again, my PayPal is Kaiju Daddy Japan. If you look for it, it's a picture of Big Bird and Cookie Monster. Those are kind of like these kaiju versions. Like Big Bird is what is he? He's which one was he? I can't remember. But they were like versions of Godzilla figures, Godzilla characters. So so one is Big Bird and one is Cookie Monster. So they're together. Big Bird was Mothra. That's right, Mothra. So if you want, just do that. If you've sent the money, say that you have. I'll check my PayPal, confirm, and then I'll start putting people on the wheel. And then once we get to, let me write it down.
We're just doing tier 1 right now, right?
We're just doing tier 1 right now. To get to tier 3, we have to finish tier 1, and we have to finish tier 2 in order to get to tier 3. Okay, so sorry guys, but that's just the way it's gonna be. Sorry. So for tier 1, the minimum threshold is, so we're trying to get $140, and that will include shipping to you. Okay, so that's $140 with shipping. When we get $140 cumulatively of people who have thrown in, once we get 140, we'll stop it, and then we'll spin the wheel, and whoever's donated up to that point, then we're gonna pick a winner. And then once tier 1 is done, we'll go to tier 2. Okay, so that's how it is. So if anybody has thrown in,
it's a good deal. You can't find that one anymore.
No, you can't find it. You can't find it. Like I said, a lot of the ones that you do find are from China, and those are the bootlegs. And you know,
those Waldos fall right off. They're not staying on.
No. All right. So once you've sent it in, just let me know, and I will confirm, and I'll throw it on, and I'll just keep everybody updated on. Again, the PayPal is Kaiju Daddy Japan. So we'll do it that way. Again, you know, ridiculous. All right. Let me see here. Who has thrown in? Man, Adrian, bam! Look at that,
Adrian.
So we're at $100 right here, guys. There's $40 left for this tier. That's awesome. All right, so let me throw people's names in here.
Anyone want another look? Here's what you get.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it.
It's a kick-ass figure.
All right. So Eric and Adrian both threw in 50, so they both get 8 spots. So let me put it in. Now, if you want to throw in another 50 and get 8 spots, that's okay. We don't have to cap it at 40, but if you want to do that, that's okay. Eric is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we got Adrian 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, all done. All right. So if you've been throwing in, just announce it, and then I can check, and then we'll be good. Thank you, Ghost. So yeah, we're $40 away, so we have to wait on that $40, but we got those 2 in. So yeah, so so your 8 spots go into tier 3. So if you do 8 spots for this, you're getting 8 spots in tier 3 as well. So if you're doing it here, you're getting 8 spots in tier 1 and you're getting 8 spots in tier 3. Just kind of keep that in mind. And tier 3 is, one more time, it's the Scarlet Spider 2.0 from the MAFEX event. So just keep it in mind. So let's get back into our Spider-Man talk. Any more people who want to chime in? Who's your favorite Spider-Man artist? Gambling is addictive. Listen, toy collecting is addictive. We're all addicts here. Come on. It's tough. Indeed. All right. So no more talk on Spider-Man artists. That's all right. That's okay. Let's move over to our next. Oh, wait a second. All right, Adrian, we got 2 more from the Ghost. I guess the 150 host. Is that the Ghost or the G150 host? We got 2 more spots, so we're $20 away from spinning the wheel. To get that amazing Yamaguchi black Iron Spider. Again, it's not easy to find. It is up there in price. This is $140 shipped. So if you want it, okay. So let me see here. More people sent in. All right. So we're going to close it now. It's closed. It's closed. So Jeremiah, you sent in 1 spot. And Ramiro sent in 5. So you're getting 8. Let me just type them in, please. Give me a moment. Can you show off that figure a little bit more, Jason?
The black one?
Yeah, I'm going to highlight you while I put them in, just so people can see what it is they're trying to get.
It's Yamaguchi, so it's superposable. You can either choose to have the Waldos on or off. They're not stuck that way. And I'm just a huge fan of the color scheme. I think it looks great.
And
super rare.
And Christopher threw in 50 as well. So I'm putting your 8 in here. So tier 1 is closed. Anybody who donates from here on in, you are donating for tier 2.
All right. I put him down before I break another one.
Again, when you donate in tier 1, you're getting spots in tier 3. So just be aware of that. All right. So I will spin this wheel in a moment.
Still just me.
Okay. Just you. Sorry about that. All right.
No worries, man.
All right. So let me share this screen. All right, I'm going to shuffle these names around. People are still together. I'm trying to shuffle as best I can. We'll leave it here. Okay. All right, we're going to spin it. Good luck, everybody. Here we go.
I think it's gonna be Eric.
Eric is the winner. Eric.
Congrats, man.
Congratulations, Eric. Awesome, man. Okay, so as I said, everybody who's thrown in for this, you're also going to be in tier 3. Okay, so keep watching. Don't leave. You're getting another spin if we get to tier 3, and we fund it. All right. All right. So now Richard's already on top of things. He's already sent me in $50 for the Toei Spidey. All right. So let me just put that information out there. Congratulations. Congratulations, Eric. Good day for you, man. It's a good day. Let me remove this banner. Give me a second, people. All right. So now we have finished tier 2. We are going to do we finished tier 1. We're going to do tier 2. Remember, if you donate $10, you get 1 spot on the wheel. If you do 50, you get 8 spots on the wheel. Only people who donate have a chance to win. People who join tier 1 are also in tier 3. Those people, that's done. People who join tier 2 are also in tier 3. Okay. So so tier 2 is a little bit more money because it's 2 figures. So it's a Toei Spider-Man, and it's the Tamashii Nation store exclusive SH Figuarts Spider-Man. So that one's going to be a little bit more money. We're going to put this one at,
$1 million.
So we're going to put this one at, hold on, guys. This is giving me trouble. We're going to put that at 170. I don't know why it's not letting me do it. It's not letting me do it. It's 170. It's going to be 170. So that one is 170. If you put in 50, you'll get 8 spots. If you put in 10, you'll get 1 spot, so on and so forth. So I have to make a list for tier 2. We're going to spin tier 2 in a moment. Just give me some time, okay, guys? But in the meantime, let's get up our next topic in terms of Spider-Man. Which Spider-Man villain do you want to see made in the MAFEX line? Your top villain, your #1 villain. From me, from MAFEX, I want a Doc Ock. Doc Ock from MAFEX line. That's my #1. I really, really would like a Doc Ock. Jason, what would you like?
I would also like a Doc Ock, but yeah, honestly, just about anyone out of the Sinister Six. Green Goblin.
Always Sinister Six.
I know, because best bang for your buck. Craven would be pretty awesome, but I'll go Rhino. I think that'd be a lot of fun to pose figures with.
Okay. All right. So let me just write these down, guys.
Sinister Six and Green Lantern Corps are going to be my go-to. Too many figures to name.
Okay.
Just pick the group and make it easy.
Yeah. All right. So let me go through this. We have time. I don't have to rush into it. So it's not a donation, it's a raffle. But you know, throwing in the money.
I'm not putting it in the chat. I sent you some for tier 2.
Huh?
I sent you some for tier 2.
Oh, did you? Oh. All right. Well, if he wins, I'm not going to honor it, guys. So don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's okay. Thank you, man.
I'm happy to contribute to make sure it happens.
we have a vote for Doc Ock. We have a vote for the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Green Goblin or Doc Ock, which is cool. Green Goblin, Doc Ock. No vultures here. No.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
Maybe a Kane, if you count him as a villain. Okay. All right. Taskmaster. Okay.
What about Electro? Would be cool.
I would like Lizard. So my top three would be my top four.
If you get to 6, then we're even.
So Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Kraven, Lizard. And then if we're doing 5, I would probably want, if you call it a villain, Black Cat.
Yeah.
I'd want something that's a little bit different in terms of the villain. You could be a little bit romantic, you know what I mean? So yeah.
I may be in the minority, but I'd love to see a Shocker too.
Shocker would be cool. Shocker would be cool.
Got that nice quilted uniform.
Yeah. The Venom body to recreate the last time. I don't like which body? The new body? The new body? The new Venom? That monstrous towering 8 inches? I don't know about that. Do I ever think there will be a chance at a 075 reissue? No, I think that is done. I think so for people who don't know, there were 2 versions of 075. I bought both, and being the moron that I am, I bought a second one by mistake. And I ended up, when I started the Facebook group with Ryan, I mentioned that I had one and he didn't have one, so I donated it to him at a considerable discount. But the first version is the regular version. The second version is the metallic color.
Yeah.
And then 108 is the same body, and that's the cell shaded one. So it's the same figure. It's got the head. It's got everything that the 075 has. It's the exact same figure, same accessories, but it's cell shaded.
Yeah.
And I like that one more than anything. Like that's in my top 3 MAFEX Spider-Man figures of all time. Like that is a beautiful looking figure. It's so good, which is why I got so excited when we saw the shaded Scarlet Spider and then the Figuarts cell shaded or quasi cell shaded figure. So I don't think there'll be another 075. 185 seems to be their buck right now. Seems to be their main figure. So it'll probably be that. What do you think?
I had a shot at a good price on a 108, but it popped up while I was sleeping and it was gone by the time I got up.
Gone.
Sleep, that is overrated.
Listen, I went back to the event. So for those of you who don't know, Timothy Nguyen is, I hope I'm saying it right, Nguyen. He's in the group. And he's here in Tokyo, and I've met up with him a bunch of times. But I ran into him at the Metacom event by chance. And I was filming the bear bricks yesterday. I'm going to put a video up for like the bear bricks there. The bear bricks are so nice. They're really cool, but they're just outrageously expensive.
Yeah.
They're outrageously expensive. There was one at the event that was like, you know, in Japanese money, it was like $5,000. People buy them. It's like, what? I've seen some at the Medicom stores that are like $10,000 for like Japanese equivalency.
Jeez.
You know, the yen and the dollar fluctuate, but our costs stay the same. And back in the day, it used to be 100 yen to $1. So just going by that logic, it's like $10,000 for this bear brick. People buy them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
And I buy a lot of stuff, but that's crazy.
I buy a lot of stuff, but I don't like $10,000 like 5 points of articulation bears.
Right.
So, Green Goblin and the Black Cat.
Carlos brought up a character I hadn't remembered.
All right, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
It's a good choice.
I feel like Sandman doesn't get enough love.
Yeah.
Yes, Sandman. Sandman. For me, he's always been the villain when I was reading comics that I always worried about Spider-Man the most with the Sandman. I always thought that he was the hardest one to kind of beat. Like to see the Lizard. Yeah, absolutely. So the Chameleon. Yep. Vulture. There's a vote for the Vulture. There we go. Yep, Chameleon. They should make the Wall. What's the Wall? What is that?
I don't know.
Someone tell me, what is the Wall? Am I missing something? The wall that he pulls. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, goodbye, Kai. I'm sorry for my ignorance. I'm sorry. Sandman. Another vote for the Sandman. Yeah, Black Cat. Black Cat would be awesome. Black Cat, absolutely. Rhino, man, yes, Rhino. Why do I keep forgetting about Rhino?
He'd be such a cool figure to pose with, right?
Listen, I remember back in the day I was in Toy Sapiens, and they had the Rhino from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie. They had it in the store. They never released it. It was the prototype that they had shown off. Hot Toys showed off, and it was massive, huge, so big. It looked great. Kraven would be amazing from MAFEX. I think so.
Yeah.
You know who else I would like to see tackle Kraven? My throat. Chaos. Chaos Toys. Their Superman National Defender and that new Batman, the Vigilante one that's coming out, I think they could capture Kraven's face incredibly.
Yeah, with the soft goods, that would be a good choice.
Yeah, with the soft goods, yeah.
Yeah.
And Kraven's a big buck, like, you know.
Oh, he'd work with that Superman buck for sure.
Yeah. Back to Beast. Yo. What's going on? Jeremiah. Okay, top 5. Here we go. Green Goblin, Lizard, Shaka, Vulture, Black Cat. There you go.
Can't go wrong there.
No Doc Ock, though. What's going on? Look at him.
Oh, that was me clearing my throat as I looked at my Doc Ock.
Carlos is thinking outside the box. He wants the goon that killed Uncle Ben.
See, that's what I would like, figures like that too. Just the figures you wouldn't expect.
Street humans, as Artemis Prime tried to get going. But that's what Bobby's going to be doing in the Valaverse. He's going to be doing like background characters. That's cool. Great. Yeah. Everybody needs thugs to beat up when you're a superhero. You can't only fight superheroes, right? Swarm would be cool. Absolutely.
Oh, it's crossover between multiple characters, but I'd throw Kingpin in there.
Yeah, I would put Kingpin more as a Daredevil adversary.
Yeah, but
I mean, he's definitely a Spider-Man villain, but I would have him more against Daredevil.
Oh yeah, but if that's how we get him, close enough.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain. So Richard has the metallic. So the metallic is the reissue.
Nice.
The reissue one. Okay. Sandman. Make a killer figure. I have the third party 1/6 Sandman, which is based on the movie. And he's all right, but like it's like a regular body here, and then you get these forearm pieces. So it just goes from like skin to sand, and like there's no, it's not seamless. It's just all right, sand. So I'm kind of, I'm not the biggest fan, but it's all right to have. I have the 185. I prefer the colors on the 075. Yeah, the colors are totally different. Absolutely. If you're going to get one again, if you're looking for a 075, there's two versions, and then there's the 108. I think the 108 is the one to get, followed by the first issue of the 075, and then the second, the reissue, which is the metallic one that Richard has. That's my order of preference. So, a classic Iron Spider-Man by MAFEX would be cool. Yeah. Anakin and Obi-Wan live tomorrow. Are they? Oh yeah, August 1st, right? You can get the 2-pack. Yeah. I try to steer clear of Black Series unless I absolutely have to. Kingpin, okay. He's a brick wall with a face? For real? Stalker. Donald Trump. Was Donald Trump in a Spider-Man comic? I don't know. Was he? Mysterio. You know what was in a Spider-Man comic that I would love? I would love a Todd McFarlane Santa Claus. There's a Spider-Man comic from McFarlane's run. I don't know. I'm gonna say like it's in the teens, maybe like 13, 16, something like that. It's a Christmas issue, and you didn't often get Christmas issues with comics. And there was, he's got on the cover it's Spider-Man with I think it's Mary Jane and Santa Claus.
You get stuff like that when do they still do annuals? I don't know if they do annuals anymore, but that's when I see that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The Wall is an obscure Spider-Man villain that is literally just a guy that looks like a wall. That's crazy.
I love
a Sin Eater. Yeah, Sin Eater. Has Marvel Legends done a Sin Eater? Bonesaw. Yeah.
Mr. Negative.
Yeah, Mr. Negative. Yeah.
Can't say I'd be that excited for it, but that's another one.
The bear brick culture is crazy. Yeah. For what they charge, you'd think that some of them are made of 24 karat gold. So the one that I said there was like $5,000, I was talking to a guy. I said it on the last live stream. He came over from Vietnam to get a particular Japanese artist bear bricks like this. It was like $500. It was like this. Like US dollars, like Japanese yen, it was almost 70,000 yen. But he was saying that he thinks that the $5,000 one was lined with like silver. Like
I feel a little better about that.
I was like, what? So yeah. Let me get back up. MAFEX Andrew coming this end of August. So again, guys, Project 16 is closed, maybe for good.
Really? For good?
I think they might rebrand it, rename it.
Oh, okay.
So when I say Project 16, I don't think it will reopen as Project 16. I think they might throw another name on there. But that was my connection. Like I knew multiple people there, and that store was the Metacom, was the main place that they were putting out the MAFEX figures. So if you were trying to buy MAFEX figures online, it was always through Project 16. If you look on the back of the boxes, a lot of times it says Project 16 here. So it's always been sort of their main store, but it originated when Metacom was doing 16 figures before they really started the 112th line. So it's possible that they're going to rebrand it to make it sound a little bit more attuned. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know when the figures are coming out because the people that I normally would be able to talk to are kind of missing in action. I don't know where they are. So, but I would bet it would probably be Andrew and Rogue as the two figures coming out. That's what I would expect. Yeah, and the Night Crusader Batman, the regular version, just got reissued yesterday. So if anybody's wondering, the regular blue one that I'm not a fan of.
Oh, you said Night Crusader. I thought you said Nightfall. I was like, yes to that.
Yeah, not we should have gotten MAFEX Cyborg Spider-Man and Cosmic Spider-Man before the Negative Zone.
Definitely.
It's never too late. Again, like Queen Maeve has been in this event for 3 years, and we still have not gotten her solicited. Not yet. So they don't necessarily have to release for solicitation the Negative Zone one before they would release a Cyborg or a Cosmic. They're just showing it, you know. So showing it doesn't necessarily mean it's coming before anything else. This is just something that they've already done and they've painted and they want to show us.
Sometimes never.
Yeah, true. The MAFEX 108 is goated. It's a great figure. Firestar, yeah, we are just talking about his amazing friends. All right, so Jamal is the villain. You've always liked Tombstone. Okay, cool. Tombstone is a great character.
Tombstone is a great character.
McFarlane Spawn, if we would work with them again. Yeah, I don't think he would. Is the delays. Yeah. All right. So one more time, let me put the information up. I'm gonna check on the numbers in a moment, but it's $10, 1 spot on the wheel. $50, you get 8 spots on the wheel. Payment is PayPal, Kaiju Daddy Japan. Right now, there's 2 figures. I have the other figure kind of in a box. Trust me, I have it. But it's the SH Figuarts. It's the Tamashii Nation store exclusive Spider-Man. And then it is the Toei. This is the Japanese Spider-Man, which is a freaking really, really good figure that a lot of people have been really trying to get. And he's up there in price. So all the figures are sealed. I've never opened them. But tier 2 is those 2 figures. Okay, so tier 2 is $170. That's the let me see here.
Putting in for those 2 figures, that's I think it'd be an amazing deal for just one of those 2 figures, but both of them, that's something special.
So tier 2 is $170. When we hit $170 and people throwing in, then we'll close it, and then I'll add names to the wheel and we'll spin. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly check right now where we're at, just to kind of get an idea.
You know, not necessarily a villain per se, but I wouldn't mind having a J. Jonah too.
J. Jonah would be awesome.
It would be a lot of fun.
J. Jonah would be really awesome. So let me put that banner up one more time. The PayPal is Kaiju Daddy Japan. So let me see here where we're at. Okay. All right. We are at 140, guys. 140. So $30 more, and we can close that waffle. So 130. We need, what is that? What I said? No, we're at 140. So we need $30. Yep. $30. So if you're throwing in, again, if you do tier 2, all of your spots will also go to tier 3. Everyone who got a spot in tier 1, all of your spots are going to go into tier 3. So you don't, you're not spinning once and that's the end of the game. You're going to have spots in tier 3 as well, just so you know. So we're still 30 short. If you throw in, put it in the chat so I know to check. And then we can kind of, keep going from there. Let me keep going, reading some of the answers. All right, let's go here. Someone needs to make Solo. Solo who? Han Solo? What are we talking about? Is there a Spider-Man Solo? I don't know.
Got me.
Do think they will do a MAFEX Marvel versus Capcom Spidey? Figuarts? They're doing it. That's the next figure. Eric. Don't you watch my channel? What's going on, Oma? Everything's well here. I shouldn't be screaming. I got a sore throat.
I'll get out here. Hopefully the sun will go down a little more soon. Get rid of that glare.
Yeah. Is there any news when the Figuarts Spider-Man Gamerverse will be revealed in August? Because Spider-Man Day would be perfect to reveal him. It would. But I wouldn't expect it to happen unless they want to tease him on Spider-Man Day. I would expect it to probably be either right before Obon holidays in Japan or right after. So the Obon holidays in Japan, let me get my phone, are from the 11th to the 15th, including the weekends before and after. So basically the 9th to the 17th. Obon is traditional Japanese. I'm not going to call it a festival, but it's like a holiday season where people go back to their hometowns and honor their ancestors. They clean up the cemeteries and stuff, and they do different activities that, like I said, it's to honor your ancestors. So a lot of people don't work during that time. A lot of people take time off. So I would probably guess that you're not going to get too many announcements from Japanese companies during that week. Doesn't mean it won't happen, but it tends to be a very light work environment during that week. People like to travel and so on. Where Solo lives, terror dies. That's a movie? I don't know. Is that a tagline?
Let's see.
If you were the CEO of Medicom, what would you do differently production-wise? I would stop reissuing as many figures as they are doing. Reissue the main ones that people are after. Reissue them once. None of this 2 times, 3 times in the same calendar year business. No. Reissue them once. And I would probably say I would not reissue a figure for a full year after it releases.
Yeah.
I would say if you missed out, we're not going to reissue this for at least, we lost Jason, for at least a year until it, hold on. We're not going to release this figure. If it came out in August, it's sold out in September. We're not going to release it again until, next August. That's what I would do to try to keep a little bit of stability on the release schedule. Like when you are re-releasing all of these other figures, that's taking production spots away from other figures. So for 2 reissues a month, or sometimes even 3, that's taking away spots in the production run from the figures that we're waiting on just to be released the first time. So I would definitely change that up if I were the CEO of Medicom for the MAFEX stuff anyway.
Or at least keep it limited to 1 reissue, not 4 reissues of the same thing.
Yeah.
It's been a lot for some of them.
It's a lot.
Venom. I remember seeing him again and again.
Yeah, I mean, like certain figures, like the Black Symbiote Spider-Man. That's a great figure that everybody likes and everybody wants, and it's a classic, timeless figure.
Yeah.
Reissue that one again. You know what I mean? Like, these are the figures that people would really love. And then, again, start throwing in some cell shading. I'm a huge fan of cell shading, especially in the comic lines. Like, throw them out there. Would love that. Oh my, you haven't missed too much. We're just talking Spidey here today and doing some live waffles. Okay, Mike Weiringos, am I pronouncing that right? A kilo of silver is still cheaper buy than the bear brick. Yeah. Tombstone and the Rose, Jay Jonah,
Yeah.
Spider Slayer, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Wisp. The MAFEX Jackal would be sick. KJ up to the same old stuff. He's always confused. Okay, Marcus, you're in. Is this for the tier? Let me check. Did you send anything? Yep. All right, so tier 2 is closed. Tier 2 is closed. I'm not taking anything. Nothing anymore for tier 2. Now I want to keep the names that are on that other wheel that we already spun, so I don't have to keep adding names. So what we're going to do right now, is we are going to spin the waffle wheel for the paid waffle that people already did in the Facebook group for that Scarlet Spider. Okay, so let's add that. Got to share that. All right, let me move that over. I already shuffled these. Gonna hide the names. So again, this is for the paid waffle that has been going on for the better part of 2 weeks in the Facebook group. This one closed yesterday. We are doing another live waffle. Now that tier 2 is closed, we're going to do tier 3 for this. So with that being said, let's spin this. Everyone who's on the wheel, good luck. And again, reach out to me if you want. If you're not here live, if you're watching on the replay, reach out. I want people to experience discovering that they found out on their own. Like, watch the video, find out if you won, and then reach out to me.
Good luck, everybody.
It's a long spin.
I'm super happy my vertigo is over.
Oh.
Is it Richard?
Oh, no, it's going to keep going.
No. Oh,
don't say, oh, no. And it almost got to you, right? Brand,
no, I was a few up, I think.
Are you sure? No, you're the next name.
Was I?
Yep.
What can you do?
Let me show you. So, Brand, congratulations. Reach out. I don't know if you're here. Richard, you were very close, man. You were very close. Right there.
Oh, I was so excited for Brant, I missed it. It's all good.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let me remove this. Stop sharing. Okay.
And
so before we get into tier 3, I have to add the names. So, Jason, can you please entertain people for a little bit while I add the names to this?
Sure.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
We need to have a list of topics beforehand.
All right, let me throw another banner up.
Yeah.
Um.
Of course, I can't throw the comments up. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But let's do top 3 Spider-Mans of all time. Top 3 Spider-Man, that's Spider-Man media of all time. That's cartoons, that's live action. We'll even throw in games, comics. Which 3 Spider-Mans are your top 3? If you could only choose 3, looks, movies, the acting, all of that stuff. Who are your top 3? All right,
I don't know if I have an order necessarily, but I'd have to put at least a Spider-Verse movie in there. Then I'd go with Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock. God, just for that train scene. And number 3, what would I put for number 3? Definitely not Spider-Man 3. Emo Spider-Man at the time was not my personal.
No.
What would I put for number 3?
Not Hammond?
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
Would be Hammond?
Yeah. Let's call it that. Let's see what people are saying. Anybody gonna bail me out here? Nobody.
So you can check the stream, right?
Yeah, I can look and see.
Okay.
We got Nagalox, Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon, Spider-Man 2, movie 3, and the Spider-Verse movie. Yeah, Spider-Verse, man, one of the best surprises. So cool. Let's see. Anybody else? Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Oh, yeah. I would have said the Spider-Man games, too. Spider-Punk. That's awesome.
Spider-Punk, yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, I love playing the games. The newest Spider-Man games, both 1 and 2, were just a ton of fun to play. Really, really captured the motion a lot, because they've always tried that in games, and it usually ends up with sort of a pitfall kind of feel. We're just swinging back and forth on a vine, but they really nailed it. Let's see. Shattered Dimensions. That's a good one. Tobey Maguire, Andrew from Verge. If I'm getting your name wrong, sorry. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and PlayStation Spider-Man. Awesome. Joel McFarlane Spider-Man, 90s Spider-Man show. Yes, definitely. And Toby, Spider-Man 1. Let's see. Jefe Gigante, Spider-Man 2, the Spider-Verse movie, and Spider-Man Life Story. I don't know that I know that one.
Spider-Man Life Story?
Yeah, that one. You?
Don't know.
Let me know what that is. I'm not familiar. Vicious Soldiers, Spider-Punk, Venom Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy, and Spider-Man. The G150 host says, entertain us better. I'm doing my best, man. Oh, let's see. Jukebox Hero, winner. Amazing Spider-Man number 300, Spider-Man 2 movie, and animated Spider-Man. No worries, dude.
All right.
I get beat up at work all day on.
I've got it. Thank you, Jason, for holding the fort, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I did.
All right. Let's spin this. So, hold on a second. I gotta change the window before people think it's the wrong figure. Okay, and let me shuffle the names a little bit.
Oh, so Life Story, Jefe Gigante say, Life Story, it's a comic that follows Spider-Man aging in real time. Interesting. condenses major events into one cohesive story done by Zdarsky.
Oh, yeah?
Interesting. I have to check that out.
All right. Here we go. So this is for tier 2. Tier 2, this is the Toei Spider-Man and the Tamashii Nation store Figuarts store exclusive Spider-Man. Here we go. Everybody, good luck. Thank you, everybody, for participating.
I thought you'd have more people for this. They're such good figures.
Well, we're cutting it off. So once we hit that number, it's done. It increases everybody's odds of winning if there's less.
It does.
All right, here we go. That's Greg Brady, Christopher Daniel Barnes. He was in the Brady Bunch movie.
I think I have a good feeling here.
There you go, Richard. There you go, brother. There's your win, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you throwing in. All right.
That is an amazing one. Nice. Congrats, Richard. Congratulations,
man. Oh, maybe he left. All right. If he's not here, we'll do it again. All right. Music Jones. Oh, wait a second. Let me see here. All right, Music Jones. Can I throw an extra spot for you? What's your name, man? Music. What's your PayPal name? Music Jones. What's your PayPal name? Oh, it was there. Okay. Okay. Don't get me up. Don't get me scared, man. I'm trying to like put it all in. All right.
Yeah. There was a small moment of panic there.
Yeah, like, oh man, I don't want to do that. I've done that to James a couple times. Like for whatever reason, I forgot to put his name into something. And you know, James is like a hawk. He'll watch them and he'll look for his name. Is Richard there? Yeah, man. Good stuff. Thank you, man.
That's a great win. Congrats, man.
All right. So now we're in tier 3. Everybody who was in tier 1 is also in tier 3. So I'm going to transfer over the names. We're not spinning yet. We still have to do the money for tier 3. Hold on. But all right. So this will be for the Spider-Man, the MAFEX exclusive. This will be tier 3. Give me a second. Hold on. So we'll do this at, we'll do this one $10. So this will be, hold on. All right, guys. So this is tier 3. This will be $160. That shipping included anywhere in the world. It's $160. Everybody throwing in. This is for the MAFEX exclusive Spider-Man from the event. This is the Scarlet Spider. One more time. $10 gets you 1 spot on the wheel. $50 gets you 8 spots on the wheel. If you've already thrown in for tier 1, your name is on tier 3. If you've already thrown in for tier 2, your name is in tier 3. But right now, we still have to make the money for tier 3. Keeping you on your toes. All right. So let's talk more Spider-Man. For me, my 3 favorite Spider-Mans of all time, I would say my 3 best. I like, now this is Spider-Man, not Peter Parker. I gotta have Nicholas Hammond on the list. I gotta have that 60 Spider-Man on that list, that cartoon one. And it's probably a tie between that one and the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Like, I'd probably put them tied for 3. Yeah. Hammond would be 2. And I'd have to do one of the live action new MCU ones. I'd probably do, as Spider-Man, I would probably do maybe Tom Holland.
He's good.
He's good. He's good. I'd probably do Tom Holland.
Toby's always going to be my guy, but Tom Holland does a great job.
Yeah. So the PayPal info is Kaiju Daddy in Japan. Not in Japan, sorry. Kaiju Daddy Japan. Kaiju Daddy Japan. Don't send it to the wrong person. Kaiju Daddy Japan. The picture is Big Bird and Cookie Monster, if you're wondering. So once you send it in, just put, sent in the chat so I can check and just kind of keep a running track of how much has been sent in. And once we get to that number, 160, I'll close it. I'll add the new names from tier 3 on, and then we'll spin the wheel and we'll be good. But yeah, Holland he's a great Peter Parker. I like his Spider-Man too. I think he's the first one where he's sort of complete. I thought that the Toby Peter Parker was too whiny. Too, I wasn't too on it. I thought that the Andrew Peter Parker was a little bit better. His Spider-Man was better. I wasn't a big fan of Toby. People don't like to hear that. I wasn't a big fan of Toby. Wasn't my guy. So yeah, we already spun the Facebook one. Now we're doing the live one. So I got an extra one just for this. So we're doing the live one. So once you've sent it in, just let me know. And once we get to 160, we'll spin it with everyone from tier 1, everyone from tier 2, and all the new people from tier 3 who are throwing in. We'll do that one as well. Question. Favorite 1/12 Spider-Man figure? If you had to get rid of everyone you have, you could only keep one, 1/12. Which one would you keep? Which one would you keep?
That is
for me, it's probably that 108. It's probably the 108 for now, for right now. This is a tough question, guys. I know. Coming with the heat. Which one would you keep?
Oh, that's impossible. I got way too, for as much as I got Batman, I probably got in the ballpark of that in Spider-Man. It's just because you're not saying best one, just the one.
No, it's not the best one. Yeah. It's your favorite one.
I really dig my Spider-Punk.
Okay, that's a great one. Again, it's not the best one, guys. It's not the best one. It's your favorite one. This guy, he's in my top 5. Absolutely. Like, this guy is awesome. I'm a little bit sad that I'm getting rid of him, to be honest.
He's about to be in Richard's top 5.
Yeah, Richard. If I write down the wrong address, Richard, don't hold it against me. But yeah, he 108 is awesome. I love the 108. I think the 108 really needs to be a type of figure that they look at moving forward with the cell shading. If you want to re-release figures, that's great. But that's what they were doing with the 075. Like, they re-released the 075. They made it different. They made it metallic. Then they re-released it again, but they gave it a new number, and they cell shaded them. They never re-released the 075 the same way. They never did that. They did it metallic, and then they did the cell shading. Re-releasing stuff the same way, that's a new thing. They used to always mix it up, which, you know, collectors were happy with, because it's like, all right, I got the OG. If I'm worried about value, he retains the value because there's only so many of it out there. But it also entices you to buy another one because it's a new look, like the Gambit, right? The OG Gambit, they re-released that like 6 times, or released it 6 times. Now they're coming out with a new color scheme. A lot of people who have the original are going to buy the new color scheme, you know, and you're not devaluing that original figure that, again, a lot of people are kind of concerned about. So, all right. So right now we've got $50 in for the for tier 3. We're 110 short. $50 in. So let's go through and look at people's answers.
Man, it's so hard to pick because there's so many good ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's Spider-Punk. Oh, and 2099, also a great figure.
Which one?
The SHF, the
Yes.
big boy. Yes. With I got Al's missing kneecap back here.
But yeah, Rich is onto it, man. His favorite is the toy one, and I don't blame him. The Sentinel Spider-Verse Peter.
Ooh, yeah.
The deluxe one that comes with that big gargoyle head thing.
Yeah,
that is an awesome figure. Thank you, man. I got that. Thank you very much. Subjectively, 075 reissue for being a general Spidey for all. So the reissue, the metallic one. The metallic is the reissue. Right? Is that the one we're talking about? Sentinel Spider-Man. I guess we're talking about Peter B. Okay. So we did. So Epic, we did the paid waffle for the group. And now we're doing a live waffle. This is another figure. It's 2 figures. The group figure is gone. And now we're doing the live version. So I have, you know, I've got multiple figures. It's not one figure. I've got multiple figures. Now we're doing the live waffle for people who want a chance to win it without paying full retail. Danny is here. What's going on, Danny? 185. Okay. I have a brand new 075 and a brand new 108. Never opening them. Come on, man.
Set them free. That's what they're for.
Let them free. Let them breathe the air. Come on. Amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man. Okay. That's
the original or the reissue?
Either one, right?
Yeah. Well, they're a little different.
I really like the McFarlane Spidey look. And I think Marvel Legends Maximum Spidey's got that down. Okay, so Maximum Spidey for you. 075. Yeah, there's a lot of heads for it. Yeah, so this is something that we haven't really talked about too much, but the soft crotch piece that they're now putting in. The new Scarlet Spider does not have that, guys. It doesn't have that soft crotch, just so you know. It's using the old mold, so they didn't incorporate that in. But that is awesome because it gives you so much more flexibility now, and you don't have to worry about paint rub on the legs as much either. So very happy with that. It's a great move by them.
It's good to see some innovation.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
go ahead.
They could do the same thing forever and we'd buy them. But I like seeing these companies try and keep up in their game, adding things that we want.
Yes.
Protecting the paint, especially, because there's nothing more frustrating than putting in a great pose and realizing you just scraped some off.
Yeah, I just messed up my figure. So Eric's got the 1A5 Spidey, and he's got a Farul head. All right, a McFarlane head. I got to get some Farul heads. I don't have any yet.
They're good. I know Al's got them.
Do the 108 shading on Wolverine, Batman, all of them. Absolutely. Throw that kind of shading. And you don't have to put it on every figure. Put it on core characters like Superman and Spider-Man and Batman. Put them on the core characters. We can just have a shelf of like the main characters in that cell shading. Be so good.
Yeah.
Probably my old Toy Biz Spider-Man classic figures. I remember having the old Secret Wars ones from back in the early 80s.
Yeah.
Was it like 84?
Maybe? Right about there.
Like, I think back, I was blown away having a Spider-Man figure. I might have had the Mego Spider-Man. I think I did.
I had Mego, Batman, Robin, and Superman, but those were played with well.
I think I had a Mego Superman as well, but I think I'm almost certain I had a Mego Spider-Man. But I abandoned that scale when the Star Wars stuff came out.
Yeah,
and then G.I. Joe on top of that. But when I got that Secret Wars Spider-Man, like, it was so stupid and cheesy, and like, I mean, it was really bad. But I was blown away. I was like, oh my God, I got a Spider-Man like this scale. It's amazing. It's so great. What a time to be alive. So loved it back in the day.
It's kind of like now. They're making a lot of figures I never thought I'd be able to get. So, but back then they didn't make much of any of that stuff. So getting anything was crazy. But
it was everywhere though. That's the difference.
Yeah.
They didn't make a lot of variety.
Yeah.
But what they made, you could get it. And someone brought this up somewhere else. I don't remember where, but back in the day, as a kid, like, you'd get the card back and you look at the card back for Star Wars, G.I. Joe, He-Man, all that's Transformers, everything. They'd all list what's in the line. And as a kid, you could say, I want that. And let's say you got it for Christmas, but your birthday is September. You could say, I want that. You had a very good chance of still being able to get that in the store 9 months later. Whereas now, you're lucky to find stuff in the store a month or 2 months later. They're just churning stuff out at a breakneck speed. Who can keep up with it? I don't know how Ryan is buying like 700 things a week. I don't know how he does it.
I really don't know. But he's doing it.
He's doing it. He's doing it. You got to have an intervention live stream for that guy. But, just the idea that kids could wait. Like, all right, my birthday's in July. I want this other stuff that's available for the line. Oh, ask Santa for it. And your parents will go Christmas shopping in November or December. And they can still get it. That is not true now. There's no way that's true.
And you could get all of them. There wasn't like that one special figure that was one to a box. You didn't have to toy hunt the way you did, like, started in the 90s, where there was one variant you'd want to get, and best of luck finding that.
Yeah. So Richard makes the same point we were saying. The only thing that devalues these figures is the fact that they keep reissuing them.
Yeah.
So stop it. Throw some variation on it. Make collectors happy. Make your shareholders happy, because I'm buying another one. We're all addicts. Very few of us say, no, I got one, I'm good. Nobody says that.
But some of us try.
Yeah, I mean, we try. We try for like 3 seconds, and then we
I'm doing a very bad job. A very, very bad job. I'm just happy I don't have a huge basement to put all that stuff in.
Bones, what are you doing wrong here? You only own 3 Spideys? What's going on here? I got to get Ryan to send you some Spider-Mans. Let's do that. Yeah, everybody loves those Farrell Spider-Man. A vote for the Spider-Punk. Now, that's another thing. Like, Sentinel has reissued their Spider-Man stuff like 8 or 9 times. Cut it out. Cut it out. Stop it.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
A lot. They re-released Miles or Peter, each one like at least 2 or 3 times a year.
3 times. I think it was 3 for each. And now they're sitting there. You can get them for pretty good prices because they sat.
The Gargoyle, I didn't really. I kind of questioned my sanity when I got the one with the gargoyle head. I was like, should I get this? I'll just get the deluxe. I'll probably regret if I don't. But it came with the newspaper and all that stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'll get it. Man, I'm so glad I did. That thing is awesome. You can mount it on your wall and have it just Spider-Man sitting up on the thing like, you know, like he's on the side of a building. It's awesome.
That's a cool piece.
It's really cool. Sentinel Peter B. Yeah, I had him in my pose off with Ryan the other day, my Sentinel Spider-Man. Great articulation. You traded the 108. Arm pegs were holding on by a string. People always complain about like the 075 and the 108. Even the 185. I've never had any trouble. Never. Amazing. Yeah, which one? I'm assuming it's the original one, right? I think that's what we were talking about. One more time, just as a reminder, PayPal for this is tier 3 for this figure. If you want an opportunity to get this, we are doing a live waffle for it. So how do you pay? You send it in via PayPal. You put in $10, you get 1 spot on the wheel. You send in $50, you get 8 spots on the wheel. Only people who donate have a chance to win. People who join tier 1 are also in for this. People who join tier 2 are also in for this. And again, PayPal is Kaiju Daddy Japan. Keep looking at what people are saying. How did I get way down here? What happened? Okay, random ass question, bro. But have you ever heard of Yokota Air Base? Of course. Yokota Air Base is right outside Tokyo. So Yokota is not near Okinawa. Yokota is near Tokyo. Yokota Air Base, unless they have 2 air bases in Japan with the same name. So there's Yokosuka, which is the Navy base. There's Yokota, which is the Air Force base. This is Tokyo. They have another Air Force base up in Misawa, which is where my wife is from. I'm going to be heading up there next month for Obon, that holiday time I told you. And then there's Zama, which is Army. These are all bases around Tokyo. So Yokota, you're probably mixing up the names. The Watcha. Did you see the coming soon cards at the Metacom reveal? Daredevil, Punisher, Superman, and Thunderbolts. Not pleased with the Thunderbolts. Pleased with the other ones, not the Thunderbolts. I'd really rather they focus on other things. I'm not gonna buy any of those.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the same. I'd rather go for comic versions of things than the Thunderbolts.
Yep. There's only so much money and there's only so much space. I can't be buying those kind of things. I can't. So Brendan, we got your money. Thank you very much. So now we are 100 away from getting that to go live. Turnover on toys is nuts. It seems like they don't restock the same figures on shelves. Yeah, it's one and done. It's crazy. It's just on to the next wave. And some waves are skipped.
Yeah.
You know, like my toy store. I'm not saying me, But my Target, my Walmart, we didn't get wave 3. We didn't get wave 4. We didn't get wave 5. Wave 2 is clogging the pegs. They're not putting anything else out. Come on. When this stuff is like boom, you can't let that happen. You're going to kill the collecting community. Plastic addicts, all of us. Got to get the next hit. Absolutely.
I know what you're talking about.
So the Watcher still needs a lot of the reissues. Listen, we all need stuff, right? Nobody has everything, and everybody has missed something.
Ryan might.
Everybody has missed something. Everybody. Yeah. But let's make way more for the future than the past. Ease up with the reissues. One reissue. Not 2, 5, 7. No, 1, maybe 2 later. That's it. That's it. Price point, variety, quality to make the firewall incredible. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, man. I gotta get it. Eric, you gotta. Was it Richard? Okay, yeah, I was mixing it up. You need that gargoyle. You need it. Even the mail order ones were available, like the Fruit Loops ones you mail away for. Those you get those anytime. It's crazy. So let's keep going. Anybody else have any other Spider-Mans that you wouldn't get rid of? Yeah, Cadena. All right, so. Last question. I got to make a banner for it. I kind of forgot to make it. Give me a second.
Yeah, I'm looking at Farol's shop right now. Everything's beautiful and everything is sold out.
All right. What is the one Spider-Man figure you want that you don't have? What is the one Spider-Man figure you want that you don't have?
108.
For me, it's easy. It's the new Figuarts Peter B. I don't have it yet. So that's the only one that I can think of that's been released in 1/12. 1/6, there's a lot. 1/12, that's the only one that I can think of that I want that I don't have. That's available. That's available. Not I want them to make it. It's out there. I don't have it. I want it for my collection. That's the question.
Which Peter B?
The bathrobe one, the pink robe.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah. I don't have it yet.
That would be a close second. And Mayday, it seems like such a small thing, but Mayday adds so much to that figure. It just puts a smile on your face. Yeah. You should be able to get that one pretty easy, though, right?
Yeah, I can get it. I'm kind of hoping that. So I'm kind of hoping. Get my throat, guys. I'm kind of hoping that the price drops like the Indian Spider-Man, because you can get that dirt cheap now, and it's a great figure.
It's beautiful. It's yeah.
Do you have it?
Yes, sir. Might be a little dusty. I got to get started on that, but.
Oh, you got the pose, huh? Nice.
Yeah, look at the detail.
It's a great
gold
figure.
Is gorgeous. It's beautiful figure. The hair is great.
Yeah.
But the yo-yo, I know a lot of people had trouble with the yo-yo. I think Ian had a ton of trouble with the yo-yo because it kind of pegs into the webbing.
Yes.
And it takes a little effort and it feels like you're just about to crush everything. But yeah, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass.
It's nice.
But the details are great. And yeah, at sale prices, total steal.
Yeah.
I just wish I had the fortitude to wait. I'm terrible about waiting for stuff that'll come down later.
I'll wait stuff out. I don't mind that. But Like I want that because it's $130 that Peter B on Amazon and on Big Bad. I didn't get it. I didn't get it here. So
Yep.
I'd like that to go down to about $100 before I buy it.
Be a good deal.
Yeah. So what up, Jose? What up, Jose?
Hey, Jose.
Darcy Terrace is here.
Dark G, what's up, brother?
Yeah. You got nothing. Nothing. That's crazy.
Out here, Target is a wasteland. It's either the same stuff or it looks like they just let kids run wild and there's stuff everywhere. I have a hard time finding anything.
So the Watcher has a good question. Are you more pro 2.0 as a reissues instead? It's a good question. I'm all about reissues, but not 5 or 6 times. At a certain point, like reissue it once, reissue maybe twice, and that's it. Then go on to a 2.0 or do like a 1.5 where you're mixing it up a little bit. But you know, Gambit has been released 5 or 6 times. Easily. The Sentinel Spider-Man has been released 7 or more times. I just stopped counting. It's been released that much. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. So at a certain point, people are going to look at the stuff that you release and say, all right, well, you're just going to keep re-releasing it. I'll hold off. And then stuff sits. And then it affects the line. Or with the Sentinel one, you know that it's going to sit and it's going to go on clearance. So I'll just wait on it, you know? Like people with G.I. Joe. People with G.I. Joe were looking at full retail on figures or sets, and then a month later they're at Ross's or Ollie's for like half the price. Why would people pay full retail knowing that everything is going to make its way to Ollie's or Ross's? Like, why would you do that? So it's the same mentality, right? Like the more you release it, the better odds you can find of finding it at a lower price. And so people, they kind of start thinking that way. But it's a good question. Yeah, I would prefer 2.0.
Because this stuff's expensive. So if you can find a way to wait it out and get it for cheap, I mean.
So debating on 2099, are we talking about the Figuarts one or are we talking about the MAFEX one? Which one? The MAFEX 108. I'm telling you, man, like seriously, everybody wants 075. No. The 108 is the one to get. That's the one. People don't know because people don't talk about it. People just forget it's out there. It's awesome.
You rarely hear people talk about that one, which is a shame.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it when my buddy was here in April at Mandarake at Nakano Broadway. And I was surprised, and I took a picture and I put it in the chat. I should have bought it.
You know what's funny? That's where I got the notification from Mandarake. It might have been that
one. So for me, like moving forward, I think every time I see one moving forward, I'm gonna buy it because it's such a grail. It's a grail. It's a great figure, and I wouldn't mind having a second one just as as a backup in case anything ever happened to the one I have. A comic Hot Toy Spider-Man. A comic Hot Toy Spider-Man? Like, where's my guy? I don't even know if he's over here anymore. This is how badly I treat my Hot Toys. Like now his hand fell off because I got him on the ground. But, Hot Toys, if you're going to get the comic one, you get the Hono Studio one. Because all the Hot Toy Spider-Mans, with the exception of maybe 2, are just they're just statues basically. You can't move them because you'll damage the clothing. But this one is great, and you can find this at a really good price still. But they're great. This one, you can hear the ratchets. Most Hot Toys don't have that. But you can move this guy because of the suit, and he's very, very flexible. So it's great, great figure. You can get that for like $200 or something, $250.
Yeah, the Hondas are pretty all right.
Yeah, they're really great. 108, yep. SHF at retail price, nice. I got charged for, I ordered the 2099 SHF from Amazon USA, and I was gonna cancel it, and I forgot to cancel it, and I got charged right around Christmas, I think. I might be wrong, but I was pissed. I was like, damn it, I didn't want to buy that. And then I got it in the mail. I was like, Jesus, this is a great figure. I'm so happy that I made that mistake. It's such a great figure. Super underrated. Super underrated.
It really is. It's a shame too, because it's a great figure, and it was a fun character in the movie.
Yeah, he's an important character in that storyline.
Mm-hmm.
The Toei Spider-Man would have been on the list. Yeah, but now it's that pricey SHF Peter B. Yeah, I'm glad you got that today, man. Thank you. Thank you very much for participating. The damaged Spider-Man from the Marvel Legends Magic the Gathering. I think it looks pretty cool. I haven't looked at it enough. I don't want to sound elitist,
but
because what I pay normally, what I pay for MAFEX is less than most people, right? Because I'm buying it in Japan. So I'm not paying that shipping cost that you guys are paying, or I'm not paying the big bad toy store price and whatever. But the Marvel Legends stuff, for me to get it here, it costs more than it costs you guys. And to me, I don't like handling Hasbro figures. I buy the G.I. Joe because it's the only game in town. Like, that's it. There's no alternative to G.I. Joe. It's Hasbro or bust in the 6-inch line. But messing around with the Hasbro stuff, I always feel like I'm going to break it. Like, I'm always yanking just to move the limbs like the way that I want it. So I didn't pay attention. Jason, did you pay attention to that reveal?
No. I collect very little Marvel Legends. I have a few, but few and far between. I don't know, just not my speed right now. But there are some great ones.
Yeah, I think that Gambit might be the most reissued figure that they've ever done.
Yeah, like you said, it's been at least 6 times.
Yeah. Why did they re-release Night Crusader before Azrael? Who knows, right? Who knows? The logic is ridiculous. They probably re-released the Night Crusader because they used the body for the figure at the event.
Yeah.
So I said that about Hot Toys when they released the Anakin, the artisan Anakin, close to the Star Wars Celebration Japan. I said, I bet you the timing is such that they released it now because they're going to use the body to make another version for that event. And that's exactly what they did. So financially, it makes sense for them to do it that way. It's way better, which is why I was surprised that it took months for that Stormtrooper 2.0 to come out after the Luke and the Han. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But that's most likely the reason. They had the 2 sets of figures. One is painted regular. One is the exclusive one. And then, you just throw in the accessories accordingly. Open everything. Open everything. MAFEX 2099. MAFEX 29 is a great figure. It's a great figure. It's a really, really nice figure. Yeah.
Especially like you said, because they fixed up the pegs on the back web. And I think they, correct me if I'm wrong, but when they first showed it, those webbing pieces were clear and less blue, right?
I think so.
I think so. So that really, I thought, made a difference too. It's just a great finished product.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Daredevil. When everybody first saw it, they were like, eh. And then you get it in hand and it's something special. And then it's hard to get.
There was an exclusive comic Spider-Man Hot Toys made. Okay, yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, that one sat for a long time. It sort of sold out, and then they had like a second wave of it, and it sat on shelves all around forever. I know the one you're talking about. It came out not last year, but the end of the year before. So the end of like 2023. I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. You just got that Hono, right? It's a great figure. Hope you opened it. Don't be leaving those in the boxes, man.
You know, I used to collect where it was one in the box and one on the shelf, and they're just meant to be played with and displayed. So I don't do that anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be a total inbox collector. I collected Star Wars stuff from back in the day. And the day that I just decided I'm not going to keep boxes anymore, it was so liberating. It was great. I'm not worried about moving the figures. I don't care about their financial value. They're for me. I like them. I can move them. I can pose them. It's just a different way of looking at your collection.
Yeah.
I know it ain't for everybody, but for me, it made a big difference.
This will make you happy, but I've had to start thinking about the ridiculous amount of boxes I have.
Toss them.
I'm saving them long enough. My wife wants to redo the floors, so I'm going to have to pack this whole room up. Not looking forward to that. So I'm keeping it for sure for then, because it's just an easy way to store them where they won't get damaged. But after that, there's just no room for all these boxes anymore.
Well, I mean, Jukebox Hero, you collect 1/6, right? Like, you know, I mean, it's a different animal, 1/12 and 1/6. It's different. Like, you know, they're all standing up. They're all standing up. You got a little bit of posing, but they're all standing up. There's nothing. Let me just expand my screen. You know, I mean, there's only so much you can do with 1/6. They look amazing. They feel great. But you can move an arm, you can move a leg a little bit for most things, but you can't really move them. The Hono Studio stuff is awesome. But if you're cool with just having your Spider-Man stand around like that, I mean, more power. I mean, that's okay. Everybody has different ways they want to display their collections, but I like messing around with my figures, you know, like I can't do this with a hot toy. You know, I can't do that. It won't work. I can't do this with a hot toy. Crouch down like that. It won't work. Can't do it. So, you know, everything's different. You collect for different wants and different needs. And I would always recommend people collect 1/12 for Spider-Man, because that character needs to be able to move.
He deserves to be posed. Yeah.
Yeah. Not Spidey, but the LPZZ Hush Batman and Superman prototypes images just leaked online. Really? Did anybody post it in the group? Because they were gonna do a display at that event in China.
I don't think we have anything in our group.
Where's Al when you need him?
Seriously.
Al's on top of that.
I'm seeing what I can find.
All right. If you find anything, let me know. All right. Let me check where we're at. All right. So again, oh, Jeremiah sending me stuff.
I think someone. That's weird.
Yeah, I got some stuff. They're kind of small. It's really kind of maybe not worth seeing. But yeah, those look like from the movie, right? No, they're not from the movie.
No.
None
of the LPZ one.
No. Thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you. Yeah, they're a bit small. The Joker, though, that's a different story. That looks cool.
Oh yeah, there's a few pictures up in the group, but they're hard to see. It looked good though.
Yeah.
Al shade earlier, they showed a review of the LPZZ Arkham Batman. Looks good. It's beautiful.
Looks awesome. Awesome.
There's one thing that bugs me, but the way they wired the cape is a little weird.
Really?
Well, it's wired, but it's wired to the shoulder. So it's one of those where it's wired but not actually connected. So you can move the cape around, but you can't do like with the Yamaguchi where you can have it straight up if you want to. So that's a small miss. But they've done some very cool things with that figure.
All right. So just as a reminder, we have the waffle going on during the stream. Tier 1, that's over. We did it. That was the amazing Yamaguchi Black Iron Spider. Tier 2, we finished that one. That's the Tamashii Nation Store exclusive Spider-Man and the SH Figuarts Toei Spider-Man. We're now on Tier 3. That is the MAFEX exclusive from the event this past week, the Scarlet Spider 2.0. So Tier 3 to fund is $160. We are currently at $70. $70. So we are $90 short to have that tier filled. It's $10 gets you 1 spot on the wheel. $50 gets you 8 spots on the wheel. And payment is through PayPal. Friends and family, because I feel like we're good friends. Kaiju Daddy Japan. So if you're interested in getting this, you know, you only want to risk $10. This is a good opportunity for you to try that. Where is my figure? My open figure. Let me find him. Here he is. I got him in the same pose. So you can see the shading, the coloring is different. This piece is different. The spider is bigger. It's different.
Belt is different.
Belt is a little bit different. The ankle ones are a little bit different. I think these are different as well.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. I think they're a little bit.
But that shading, especially on the head sculpt, is great.
So, very cool figure. So if you want it, if you win, it's free shipping. And I will get these out. Hopefully the winners from today and the last one, I'll try to get them out between Monday and Wednesday. I'll do my best. I am notoriously slow getting stuff out. It's not easy here. We don't have cars. I have to carry boxes to the post office. You know, I have to walk the streets with these boxes walking to the post office. It's not easy. You know, you got to find the time. Post office hours here are not the best. So
they're terrible. I don't know how you ever get to mail anything.
Bank hours are worse. Banks are open for 5 hours in the middle of the day, and that's it.
You got to take a vacation day to get there.
Yeah, you got to take a day off to go to the bank.
And it's Monday through Friday, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, so if you're interested, I know a lot of people have reached out. They want that Spider-Man. This is an opportunity to get it shipped to you for $10, which is, I think, a pretty good deal. So, you know, if you want, PayPal, send the money, $10, Kaiju Daddy Japan. Once we get to 140, we will close it. Not 140, 160, sorry. 160, we'll close it and then pick the winner. So let me start writing some people's names on this wheel.
Did you get Jeremiah G?
I got his photos. He's been sending photos in. But yeah, they look pretty good. He just sent me some new clearer photos. Yeah, let me save them maybe make a. This is a Spider-Man stream, though. You know, we're showing off Superman and Batman, but those look pretty cool. Let me save them. Okay. Well, actually, I can share this. Hold on. Hold on, guys.
The LPZZ picks.
Yep.
Cool. Spider-Man fought Batman once, didn't he? I think. Oh no, they've never met.
Multiple times. So these are the pictures that he sent. This is 163 millimeters, so that's 16.3 centimeters. That's not bad for height. There's a Superman. That looks really good.
Will there be a smiling head sculpt?
Come on. Come on.
He's the Boy Scout of superheroes. Give him a smile.
Look at this guy. He's looking good, huh? Fully painted, too.
Yeah, he looks great.
Thank you, Jeremiah.
Just look at the amount of detail. There's something to see everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's something interesting to see.
All right. So, yeah, this is the event. There's that Joker.
Is that the same event that's putting out that Sexy Eyes figure that I'll never be able to get?
Yeah.
That thing's they're gonna flip those things for a small fortune.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good. LPZZ coming out of nowhere. Good stuff. I'm excited for them. I am very excited.
Oh, cool. The glare's finally gone. I keep thinking, is there something I could put out there, but it's too big a space. I don't have anything.
Yeah. All right. So I guess people don't want to throw in for tier 3. I thought tier 3 would be the most popular, but we've kind of stopped getting money sent in. We got E to the Z. He threw in for 8 spots. We got Brandon for a spot. We got David. Skid Marks for a spot.
It might be because a lot of people threw in for tier 1 and 2.
No, that's absolutely true. They threw in for those, but you know, every tier's got a fund. That's the thing. Every tier's got a fund.
How much are we short? 100?
90.
See, getting closer.
Yeah, inching our way in. Inching our way. So, yeah, I blew most of my wad on tier 2. Yeah, I mean you're in tier 3's. You know, you're in the list. You're on the list of names. It's just, you know, maybe I'll have to put this one away. Don't do that, Kaiju Daddy. Help yourself, Kaiju Daddy. All right. I'll say this. If I get another 50, I'll do it. All right. I'll drop the price down. 50. Instead of 90, we'll just go for 50 more. If I get 50 more in the next 15 minutes, we'll do it. Don't everybody rush. Anything going on this weekend, Jason?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm getting up at the crack of dawn to pose figures with you.
Yeah, I don't know how I get into these things. He just keeps volunteering me to do these things.
I'm like, all right, I'll do it. But that means I'm getting up at like 4:30, so my skills are probably not going to be too on point at that hour.
All right, so for the next 50, I will accept. You can send in super chats, or you can buy channel memberships. If you don't want to do PayPal, that's okay. Up to you. So it's the same rules. You do $10, you get 1 spot. You do $50, you do $50, you'll get 8 spots. Fushi Boy is here. Fushi Boy.
Chance to win again.
Chance to win again. Again. The man is on a roll.
Did he pick Jordan, didn't he?
He picked Jordan. Yeah. And I sent him a picture from the Metacom event of the Bear Brick Jordans. He was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. All right. So $10 is 1 spot on the wheel. $50, you get 8 spots on the wheel.
For a figure that may or may not get general release.
May or may not. Oh, Ramiro has thrown in $50, so we'll close it with that. Thank you, brother. I said I'd take 50. Thank you very much, Ramiro. All right, so let me add the names. Okay, give me some time, fellas. And then we'll do that. We'll do that spin, okay?
Man, I meant to jump on one of these Ferrol scalps, and it looks so good.
Are they all sold out?
They all say sold out.
Yeah.
And the price is certainly right.
All right. So I'm not putting everybody's name. I'll put like David G. I'll put, you know, things like that to distinguish you. Oh. Okay.
Did they ever do a Webman reissue?
Webman?
Uh-huh.
No, because it never sold out. For some reason, everything I just typed disappeared.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this while we're waiting. Everybody, least favorite Spider-Man figure, the one you'd leave behind. I don't know that I actually have one, but
I don't know why I did that.
hey, Abby joined. What's up, Abby?
Hey, Abby.
Sorry, Abby. Said it wrong.
Abby. Okay.
I think I originally had literally every last Toy Biz Spider-Man, and there were definitely a couple of clunkers in there.
Really?
Yeah, they sooner or later all these companies get to a point, well, like McFarlane, where they come out with gold ones or stuff like that.
And Omar, I'm going to add you in. Thank you, Omar. All right. So this is for the figure. What's going on, Abby? We're doing all right. We're doing a live waffle right now for that MAFEX figure. Let me shuffle this up. All right. All right, so let's do this. Everyone, thank you for playing, for joining. Appreciate it. Again, I am the slowest person in the world to get stuff out. It's partially my fault, partially not my fault. So with that being said, let me share the screen. Oh, hold on. I got to change the picture. I have the old picture. I have the old picture. Okay, this is a new one. All right. So this will distinguish between the two. Okay. All right. Good luck, everybody. Best of luck. For the people who participated, thank you very much. I'm going to talk a little bit about the figures in a moment. So don't leave as soon as we spin the wheel. But here we go.
It always reminds me of when they put used to be able to get picture discs on vinyl.
Really?
You remember picture discs?
No.
It was vinyl, but instead of just the regular pressing, it was in color for whatever that one might be.
Really?
Yeah. Like I had one for I Spy for the FBI by the Untouchables that was just a big FBI shield, stuff like that.
Looks like it's Adrian. Adrian, congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Nice.
Awesome. Very awesome. All right, so let's close that up. All right, so let me say this. All right, don't leave, people. Don't leave. I'm going to say it here, so people have to listen. I didn't write anything down. All right. Get rid of that. All right. So these figures, the event is over, and I picked up figures for people who I owed favors to. I've put up on the Facebook group, hey, who can help me with this? Or hey, who can help me with that? Some people respond, and I appreciate it. And when these things go up, I say, can I help you out? Can I get a figure for you? You scratch my back, I scratch your back. So I got 24 figures at this event. And to get the figures, you had to go in, you had to wait. You know, you're in line, you're waiting, you go in, you're waiting in the other line just to buy it. You can only get one figure at a time. So I had to leave and go back and leave and go back and leave and go back and leave and go. It was insane. It was crazy. Like,
that is dedicated.
Why can't I just buy them all once, right? Like, no, you got to keep going. Back of the line, front, back of the line. So it was not easy getting the figures. But I owe people favors, and I appreciate when people help me out. Now, that being said, I am in search, Jason knows, I am in search of the Jaws. These are the yellow barrels from Jaws.
I will find that thing.
Okay. They're putting them out. They're cups from the movie theater where you put your straw in. Okay. This is a bottle cap opener, right? They're apparently going on sale in August. If anybody can hook me up, I will hook you up in the future on figures. You help me, I help you. Very simple, very easy. Now, at the end of, let me rewind. So I've asked Vivian Blue, because they're in contact with Metacom wholesale buying things. I've asked them to let me know as soon as they find out whether or not these figures will be available to retailers. So they would learn at the same time as Nin Game or Hobby Genki. They'd find out around the same time. They hadn't heard anything. They haven't heard anything. I messaged them yesterday. They haven't heard anything. Nin Game and Hobby Genki, they're not Japanese-run companies. They're both owned by French guys. So they operate a little bit differently. If I have a company, it operates differently based on how I do things. Japanese run things very differently. So Japanese companies are generally not going to put up pre-orders with dates that they're not sure about. Nin Game and Hobby Genki do.
Yeah.
They had the date up for July 31st, and then they took it down because they're not getting them July 31st. Now, that doesn't mean they won't get them in the future. We don't know. But the wording on the press release for the event said that any leftover figures would be sold through Medicom. These were not labeled as advanced sale figures. The Star Wars Celebration did say that. And when they became made available to the retailers, it started to make sense. The wording on this is different. That doesn't mean they're not going to get it. I'm just saying they are different. And that might actually mean something. So, at the end of the Star Wars Celebration, it was 5 days after the event, Medicom put on their blog that they would start selling the figures in their stores. It would be 2 days later. I went back and I verified and I checked the dates. It was 5 days later. That would put the date around Monday or Tuesday, where we should expect to see Medicom post on their blog that these figures will go into the stores. And they'll post that it'll be in the stores normally like tomorrow or the day after, like 2 days. So what's going to happen? I'm going to pick up figures for people. I don't know how many figures are going to be there. I have no idea. There could be 20. There could be 200. I don't know. But I'm going to pick up figures for people. People in Reddit have already asked me to do it. I've got about 70 people, 80 people in Reddit who've contacted me. And I told them basically what I'm going to do. So once we know the figures are up, when we know the day they'll be available, as soon as we know, I'll start reaching out to people. I'm not picking up figures on my dime. In Japan, there is no such thing as return culture. You buy something, you don't return it unless it's broken. They won't accept it. So if I buy something, that's it. All sales are final. Like, I cannot return these things. I'll pick up figures, but people have to send me the money up front. Okay? Me getting into these places, trains are not free. I have to pay. I have to take the time to go there. I have to get the stuff. I have to carry the bags. So I'm asking everybody, if you want a figure, I'm asking for just $10 over the retail. That's it. Every figure you want, $10. Now, Osaka Mama is selling each figure for like 150 to like 170 or something like that. I'm asking 105. Retail's 95. Give me $10. Help me cover my train. Train is $6. Train is $6 going back and forth. Help me cover my train, and I'll have a couple bucks to buy myself a drink on these hot Tokyo days. I'll pick up figures for people. Once we know the date, I'll reach out and I'll say, okay, whoever wants one, you have to send me the money. And it'll be the same as like today. It'll be PayPal. It'll be friends and family. I'm only taking PayPal. I'm only taking friends and family. When you send it, I'll have instructions, but I'll ask you to say, all right, this is my social media name, and this is the figure I want. Okay, so your Reddit name, and this is your figure. Because I'll see your real name with your PayPal, but I need to be able to connect it. Who's this, right? So put your social media name, your Facebook name, your YouTube name, plus what figure or figures you want. I'll make a list. It's first come, first served, right? So if you send me the money first, you're at the top of the list. If I get your money and you're the 50th person, you're number 50 on the list. That's just how it's going to go. Now, when I reach out to people, I'm going to make a list. I'm going to reach out to my Kaiju Daddy channel members first. They'll be first. Supporting the channel. You guys, here's first dibs. All right? You guys let me know. After that, it'll be the Facebook group. Whoever wants it, I'm going to start putting out information. If you want it, send me the money. Give me your social media name. Give me, you know, what figures you want, and then you'll be on the list. And then I'll do Reddit. But there'll be a hierarchy. So channel members are first notification, Facebook group, and then Reddit. If this is something you're interested in, again, I'm happy to help. If it's not for you, that's cool. That's fine. That's okay. But there's no guarantee how many figures are going to have, which is why I'm saying this. Like, I don't know who I can get figures. I don't know how many figures I can get. I have no idea. And unless I owed you a favor, I wasn't going to pick up figures for you at the event. So if you still want a figure, I'm expecting to hear something maybe about Monday or Tuesday. Once I do, once I know, I'll start reaching out to people right away. All right. It's going to be in stores in 2 days. Here's the hierarchy. Like, send me your money and I'll put you on the list, and it'll be based on that. And I'll let you know. I'll let you know where you stand. Okay. So if you do want one of these figures, I'm still willing to try to help people get them. But again, I'm asking for money to help me cover my train, my pain and suffering. Tokyo, it's like it's 110 degrees every day here, man. It's like it's hot. I got to get outside and carry these boxes. So
you got that humidity to deal with too. That makes it way worse because it gets scorching here, but we don't get any of that.
It's brutal. It's brutal. So anyway, that'll be that. So if you're interested, if you're a Kaiju Daddy channel member, I'm going to make a video. It'll be channel members only. Only channel members can access it. So put in the comments, you want a figure. So I'll have a list that I can access for the channel members. And I might just make a comment on it and just maybe tag people, or I'm going to ask you to send me your emails or your messenger information so I can just send out one message to everybody. And then the Facebook group, if you're not in the Facebook group, being in the Facebook group would help you because you'd be on the second tier. And then finally, I do the Reddit. So if anybody has any questions, you can ask in the chat right now. Omar, what does that mean? Let me get over here. Only in Japan, nothing for the States. What does that mean, Omar? I'm not sure. So Bones, yeah, you would think at the end of the event, they'd be like, all right, here you go. But no, they weren't doing that. They weren't doing that. So this is for people all over the world. So the deal is it's $95 retail, and that's what it's going to cost. Medicom doesn't give you discounts. It's $95. You're paying $105. So I'm asking for $10 to get it. That's per figure. I'll get it. I'll box it up, and I'll bring it to the post office and give you 2 shipping quotes. One is parcel shipping with tracking, and the other is EMS. EMS is probably the best option, but it costs more. So once I have the quote, I'll send it to you, and then you can send me the money. There's no rush on shipping, guys. If you don't have the shipping money, I can hold on to it for, a couple days, a week, 2 weeks. That's okay. But I need the money for the figure. I'm only asking for the figure money when we know that it's going to go up for sale, and then I'll go out and do my best to get people the figures. I'll probably have to make multiple trips to get these figures. So
plus you got to carry them on the train.
I got to carry them on the train. You ever see these trains in Tokyo? You ever see these trains?
I've seen the videos. Jeez.
Yeah. So yeah, so if anybody wants that. So Omar's asking about the exclusives. Are they only available in Japan? As of right now, well, MAFEX are only available in Japan. They only have a license for Japan. Japanese retailers sell them outside Japan. But as of right now, these figures, there's no indication that they're going to be available to retailers. Nothing. We do know they are going to Medicom. Medicom has said so. Based on the Star Wars figures, it was 5 days after the event that they posted something on the blog. 5 days from yesterday will be like Monday or Tuesday. They'll post something on the blog maybe then. And then with the Star Wars stuff, they said 2 days later, they'll be in the store. So if they do the same thing this time, maybe these will be in the store by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So as soon as we know that they're going to be in the stores, I'll start reaching out. I'll start messaging people, or people can message me. That's okay. But your spot in terms of getting a figure is based on how quickly I get your payment. I'm not a millionaire. I can't go out and buy all these figures based on credit. I can't do that. You have to prepay for your figure, and it's through PayPal. And it's friends and family. Anybody that sends goods and services, I'm sending the money back. I'm not getting taxed on that kind of stuff where I'm only actually getting in my pocket $3. Like, there's no way. So if you don't have PayPal and you want to do this, I advise you to set it up so that you can do it. And everybody has my PayPal information already from today. If you're paying attention, it's Kaiju Daddy Japan. So maybe put it in there. So once you see the message, it's quick and you can just send it and make sure that you get the figure. So yeah, so I can get the Scarlet Spider, I can get the Batman, I can get the Homelander, whatever people want. I'll try to get that. Billy Ocean, when the going gets tough, the tough get memberships. Thank you, my friend. Shipping will not be that much, I don't think. If you're getting one figure, it would probably be between like 16 to like 21, maybe. Depends on what method you're using. Parcel with tracking is less than EMS. EMS is more, it's faster, it's more secure. So, but I'll give everybody the option, and nobody has to pay for shipping up front, and nobody has to pay for shipping right away. I can stack some boxes over here next to me and wait for you guys to get some extra money for shipping. That's okay. Don't worry about that. How do we give you our shipping address from the Waffle figures? So you can reach out to me either on Messenger from the Facebook group, or you can reach out to me on Instagram. My Instagram is kaiju__daddy, or you can reach out to me on Reddit. So you can just go on like the MAFEX page on Reddit and you'll be able to find me. I'm always around there. You just click it and just send me a message. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, half of that's going to the train. You know, like, I mean, I'm not making much at all off of this at all. I'm just a couple bucks. So,
yeah, he's
and
just doing it to help you guys out. It's a
It's
very cool
really
thing
to
to
keep my wife from killing me. I mean, to be honest,
do.
I've got 24 MAFEX boxes here from the event. If I'm bringing in another 24, if I'm bringing in another 100, what do I tell her? Oh, I'm just helping people out. Fuck those people, she'll say. So I go, well, everybody gave me a couple bucks. Oh, okay, it's all right then. So, that's all. So again, if you're a channel member, you get priority. I'm going to make a video maybe this weekend and just say, channel members chime in and, put, maybe give me your email so I can do like just a mass email for people, or I'll just in the comments, I'll just put my information in when I know, and then everybody can check that video's comments to know when to send it. But the Facebook group, I will just do a post and people can send the money. And like I said, in the post, I'll explain, put your Facebook name and what figure or figures you're after. And the same will be true in the Reddit. Well, the Reddit's a little bit harder. It's not my Reddit. And I got booted from there one time before. We all remember that. So, so I'll probably have to respond to people individually on Reddit to make that happen. That's going to be a lot harder. Again, I'm not a moderator. I'm not an admin on Reddit. They let me do stuff there because of the information that I bring them, but it's not my Reddit. It's not my subreddit. I can't do a lot of things there. So, yeah. So I spent a lot of money at the event. Again, some people that I helped, they sent me the money, and I told them that, like, you got to send me the money, and then I'll hook you up. Other people had covered me for things, and so I said, all right, I owe you this much money. Do you want these figures? And they're like, yeah. So we did it that way. But again, that's one of the points of the Facebook group. We're trying to help each other, right? So if people can help me, if people can help me, I'll help you, But I can't help everybody because there's so many people. You got to understand that. Everybody who reaches out to me, I can't go above and beyond for everybody. Usually it's the first person or the first two people that reach out I can maybe help. But when I get to like number 70 or number 300, it gets a little bit harder.
There's no way you can do all that.
No, it's very hard. So like I said, there's a list. So when you send in your money, you kind of want to be one of the first people to send in your money because you go to the top of the list. If they sell out, obviously I'm sending the money back. Don't worry about it. I'm sending the money back. No problem. I'm not gonna get a reputation for stealing people's money. Don't worry about that.
No.
Honestly, I don't want to be a moderator. I don't want to be a moderator. I have my hands full with the YouTube and the Facebook. That's a lot.
You got plenty to do.
I got plenty to do there. I mean, the Facebook group modding that it's a full-time job. So, but I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you. So anyway, so that's the deal. I will, like I said, for the members, I'll make a members video and alert members who aren't watching this now. There's people in Europe who are sleeping. There's people who don't watch the video live and they'll watch the replay. But when you watch a replay, a lot of people don't watch everything. So they might miss this. So I'll make a short video and I'll just quickly explain what I'm going to do. And anyone who's interested, just chime in the comments. Again, only members can access a member's video. So you just chime in the comments and we'll go from there. Yep, we heard it first. Kaiju is a scammer. Would I abandon the group for Reddit? No. No. I made the group because I wanted a group specific for like the things that I was into. So there's no way I would do that.
No, this is your baby.
It's my baby. All right. So with that, again, everybody, we're at 3 hours. We just clocked in at 3 hours.
Yeah, we did.
We just did. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Everyone who won, reach out to me. Get me your address. Again, it's Friday here. I'll get these out hopefully by midweek. And hopefully, again, by midweek, we will have learned from Metacom when these figures will be in the store. So, again, everybody, awesome stream. Thank you very much. Had fun talking Spider-Man. Yeah. It's a good time. So be good. Be safe. And we'll see you all next time. Take care.
Definitely. Take care, everybody.